in a little bit right away into some of these Supreme Court rulings. So we got 3 really bad Supreme Court rulings last week. The first was on affirmative action. The Supreme Court essentially struck down affirmative action last week. And this, of course, does have implications for our community. You know, these are institutions that have historically excluded on the basis of race, gender, and identity. And affirmative action was a program that was meant to make up for the harm of that and legacy of the history of discrimination in these institutions. The Supreme Court struck that down, but I do think it's important to know. And one of the things that we immediately said was affirmative action solely on the basis of race was what was overturned. But affirmative action for wealth and privilege, if your parents attended college or if your parents gave money to a school, that was untouched. Affirmative action based on geography was untouched. Affirmative action based on virtually any other factor was left untouched. The Supreme Court solely said that race and a person's racial identity is the only thing that's not allowed to be considered in the broad mix of developing an admissions process. And so, you know, that's one of the first things that we said was that legacy admissions is inherently unjust and unfair. And in fact, in terms of a response, what we're already seeing is some legal, some folks already starting to mount legal cases against legacy admissions in some of these institutions. So we will be keeping a close eye on that in terms of how that proceeds. The